Hey guys, my name is Lucas Alakias, but you probably don't care about that. Anyway, I was born and raised here in Wellington, New Zealand, and we're standing on the iconic Courtney Place. Now, this was the social hub of the Southern Hemisphere many, many years ago, and probably is still today. Yet there are so many negative stories out there, like these, that Courtney Place has been in the news for. Now, we're here to figure out whether that's true, false, whether the place is dying, whether there's still a little bit of life in it. So let's go check it out. Ref.
Lucas Alakias, how are you, brother?
What better place to start, eh, Napoli?
Now you come for a story?
Yes, I have.
Come with me, man.
Let's go. Thank you, sir.
Let's go, my brother.
Look at that, beautiful. Look at the cutting. He shouldn't actually be in the kitchen, theoretically, but for the camera, he's decided to go back in the kitchen, you know. Oh, look at this. You're known as the Napoli guy, always the Napoli guy, this, but what's, you know, your name's Raf.
Yeah, Raphael.
Yeah, Raphael, right?
Yeah.
Raphael.
And I'm a Wellingtonian.
And you're a Wellingtonian. So can you just, I guess, tell me a little bit about...
My story?
Yeah. Why not?
First of all, I love this city, man. I mean, I've lived all over the world, man. I lived in Europe, all over Europe, been to South America.
Played football over there.
Playing football in Europe. But for me, Wellington is like a special place because it's like, it's where I grew up, where I was born. And I represented Wellington on the football field, New Zealand on the football field. And yeah, this city's given me a business. It's given me friends. And it's going to give me a lot more, hopefully, in years to come. But we're going to stick around for that, you know. I grew up at home with a family that at Christmas time had parties catered to 100, 110 people at home. So for me, it was only, I saw people being entertained. I saw my father cooking pizza. I saw my mum cooking in the kitchen every day. I saw food being laid out for lots of people. I saw people gathering around and then telling their stories. After football, I thought, well, I want to recreate that for myself, you know. Our idea is to give people like a little taste of what I had back home. Dad used to fish in Lawn Street with Neil's Fisheries. I got 3 kids of my own, and I'm feeding them again on Courtney Place because that's where I do my business.
So
and
it's a generational...
It's a cycle, yeah. Courtney Place has been feeding my family since I was a kid.
So I guess...
So I'm worried.
Yeah, exactly. And you say you're worried. How do you see this climate going forward in the next 5, 10 years at the rate that it's going?
Yeah, so it started like, I'd say 4 or 5 years ago. It started with a little leaflet left. Courtney Place, the council turned up. I'm walking to work. I see some guy looking through my shop window. My shop's closed, you know. I wonder what was going on. He tried to stick something in the door, just like a letter. So I thought, what's that? What's he doing? And then he watched it drop to the ground, and I watched him, and he turned around and walked off. And that was the first council engagement we had. It was a letter they put in the mail saying that the street was going to change. The project is pitched in a way that it's going to like benefit Wellingtonians, which is great. But who benefits? What do you really get as a Wellington? What are you going to get for the 300 million spend or whatever we're spending on this? What do we get? We get what? Seats in the rain. That's what you're going to get. That's the difference.
So
and no
so
cars,
that's trying to put you in the...
buses,
Wow.
and cyclists going to Courtney Place. Is it buses? The frequency of the bus is going to travel better.
Yeah, well, so I guess you're a little bit concerned about what the future holds.
Yeah, I'm concerned. I'm concerned that we're spending a lot of money on a project that gains where the gain is for very few. I want change on Courtney Place. I want to bring Courtney Place back. I want the place to be bubbling. I want the place full of amazing restaurants and bars and everyone's bubbling.
How do we do it?
How do we do that? That's a good question. Like, I think what we're doing is not going to change it.
No,
It's not. What we're doing is not going to bring Courtney Place back. Spending all this money on a single lane bus lane and cycle lanes.
How does that bring it back?
No, we tried. Throw your head at it, you know, but they're not really trying. Not just businesses. You got events that leave the city. Sevens left the city.
Homegrown.
Homegrown's gone. You know that. Why do these events leave? Like, okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not the guy that goes to the homegrown. I'm 47 years old with 3 kids. I'm not sitting at the homegrown. Maybe it's not a place. Maybe it's not for me. But I mean, like, young people love it, man. Why are we taking away these things for them? When I was a kid, Courtney Place was lit up with lights at Christmas time, man. We had a Christmas parade that went through here all the way down to Lambton Quay. The kids don't even get a Christmas parade anymore. What are we doing in the council?
Wow.
What, Santa's gonna come on his bike this year? I don't know, I'm asking. Well, you're laughing, but it's true.
At the end of the day, Raf, for you, what's a message to all those Wellingtonians out there and Kiwis that could help bring this hub of social interaction back?
I think transparency from the council would be great. Unfortunately, we've got people that make decisions, and then if it doesn't work out, they step down, someone else comes in, and their hands are washed of it. But I live in the city, man. I've got business in the city. I grew up in the city. My parents fed me in the city, off the city. I've got skin in the game. I'm not here for a short term, you know. I'm here for a long time, yeah. Right, don't kick me out of the street.
Well, Raf, this has been absolutely beautiful.
Thank you, man. You got to eat more food. Well, lots of good food.
We've got the team will be eating after this. We're going to head down to see Nick Mills and see what he's got to say. I'm sure he's in the same boat as you, and hopefully we can make a change around here.
It's important, and people get shot down for speaking out, but
everyone has a voice.
Yeah, and some, you know, it's only an opinion.
Oh, cheers, man. Cheers,
thanks
to Wellington.
Thanks for the chat, bro.
Cheers, bro. Literally every single person that's watching this, that's been around Courtney Place, has some sort of story here, good or bad. But that's a part of life, you know, you have good and bad stories. Courtney Place is filled with these stories, you know, people have met their partners, people have had the best time of their lives here, heaps of shit's happened, you know what I mean? So we'll go check out the most iconic spots around here. Especially there's one J&M's that everyone knows about that I'm going to take you to right now. Let's go. Let's go to J&M's. Actually, no, before we go in there, Noodle Canteen. This place here. Best noodles. Hey, best noodles. I love you. Noodle Canteen, best place in Courtney Place. One of the best iconic places. Okay, J&M's. This is an institution. The goodies you can get from here, Wellington's finest. You're gonna get 5 choices. Can I get literally as much as you can in one box of everything? Yeah?
Which one?
I want 5. 5 plus. 5 and more. You can do that. Can I get this? Yeah, keep stacking that. Yes. And then can I get fries on the side too? Thank you, sir. This is called KC Cafe. I'm telling you, you have people from Lambton Quay, from like big corporate jobs, they come here and meet people. It's that good. It is one of the best. Do you want a chip, brother? Do you want them?
Yeah.
Have them. This is one of the most iconic people of Courtney Place. Tell them why Courtney Place is so good. Tell them why. Tell them why.
That's really hard because Courtney Place used to be amazing.
And what do we need to do? We need to get it back, don't
Used to
we?
be amazing. Of course, we've lost our identity.
What did it used to be like?
Wellington hospitality nightlife has lost its identity.
What did it used to be
We
like?
need to get it back.
What did it used to be like? Tell them.
It used to be fun and safe. Now it's all over the place. Ladies.
Do you think a place like this would be doing well overseas, or is it because of the country and the area that you're in right now and what you're fighting currently? What do you think?
Man, this could be on the side of a road in Paris and it'll be jam-packed. You know that, I know that. You know, we have a little private bar that you can't get into. You know, you got a piano there, you got a jazz band playing there. Anywhere else in the world. You have this in Melbourne. You have Hummingbird in Melbourne, forget it. I mean, I have people, travellers that come in, they go, wow, this is like, you know, this is as good as anything I've seen in Melbourne.
So for now, how do you see it moving? So you've obviously you're in a position where Courtney Place forever has been the hub of the Southern Hemisphere, as you've agreed, and you've been here for 25 years. Have you ever seen it?
Nothing like this. Nothing like this. First, we have the police. They want to close down licenses till 4 o'clock because they think someone's, you know, had a little bit of trouble there or something. So first, the police come and smack, close everything down.
Why?
Right? Because they don't want late night bars. You know, no one wants late night.
All around the world, that is late night bars, no?
And you know what, Courtney Place. People came, when the Sevens were on, international people used to say to me, you know, they come into my restaurants and my bar, they say, this is nothing like anywhere else in the world. This is like a fiesta. This is fantastic. Very, very little trouble. Hundreds of thousands of people everywhere. There's people, packed. We need to press go. We need to say, hey, let's get going. Let's get this friggin' city going. You know, we've got to get a new mayor in. We've got to get a city that actually wants to get it going. The entrepreneurs, the people that had a dream, a vision, they created Courtney Place. The council didn't create Courtney Place. The government didn't create Courtney Place. You know, we did.
So, I mean, moving forward, what do you want to happen?
I want everyone to start saying yes. Yes. Yes, we're going to get this happening. Yes, we'll leave you alone to get it going. Yes, we'll make it easier for you to get a license. Yes, we will make sure that the police are there when they need to be. Just say yes instead of saying, no, there's a problem here. This is a great city. You walk 50 metres down there and you're on a beautiful harbour. You walk 50 metres up there, you're in the green and spell. Walk 50 metres down the road there, you're in the hospital, in the city, the CBD. Wherever you walk, you're there. This is a friggin' great city.
Oh, they got the bull, though. They have the bull. They have the bull.
What a nice couch. I might get this for my living room. All right.
Designed by a woman as well.
Oh, well, look at that. Talk a little bit about Backhouse Studios as a whole. So how did this all begin? How did that work?
My father-in-law was a cabinet maker and he grew up in Wellington. He used to tinker away at making things under the house, eventually went into his own business. We've always had this, I guess, attachment to this area because that's where Joe started his business. And I think, you know, it's a lovely heritage area of Wellington. So we've retained a lot of these beautiful old pieces of architecture, whereas in other parts of Wellington, unfortunately, we've built quite unattractive buildings. And so I think there's so much to work with here in terms of all this beautiful, you know, heritage material. We love this particular part of Courtney precinct. There's, you know, Creative New Zealand across the road. So we're all starting to have these conversations about how we can work together to facilitate positive change in the area. I personally think we should be making more of the deal of being an arts precinct. Where else in the world have you got a precinct like this and then 10 minutes you can walk over and be at the beach? So there are a lot of positives.
You don't really hear the good stories anymore.
No, and there are great stories. We talk to people who've come from overseas to live here. And they can't believe how amazing it is. I think that we've got to start celebrating what's so amazing about our city and change the narrative. And remember, we are a city in transition and all cities go through this. We always have to be mindful that the city is for everybody, not just for pedestrians and cyclists. There are situations in our businesses where we need to be able to have trucks and deliveries and rubbish collection, all those things. It's about encouraging young people, whether it's in the tech industry or finance or, you know, the creative industry. You know, how can we make our city thrive? You know, we're talking about doing these amazing world-class, you know, mountain bike tracks here. We're talking about making it easy for young tech entrepreneurs to come and live in the city with affordable housing. We're talking to, you know, with the film industry, how they can maybe have a wonderful world-class film school.
So there are things.
So there are things happening at the moment, building for a better future for Wellington.
Well, that's it. And I think to end it off, it's like the perception, it's always going to be better than yesterday, right?
Absolutely. Well, you know, tomorrow will be better than today.
Yes.
So that's the idea, and that, you know, being positive is not just a perspective, it's a duty, a moral duty.
I love that, Michelle. Well, thank you very much. I'll be moving on down the street just to see what's going on. But yeah, really thank you for your time.
Thanks, Lucas.
Courtney Place, social hub of the Southern Hemisphere. Yes, it has its downtimes. Yes, like any place, you go to Paris, you go to London, you go anywhere, there's going to be negative news. It's just what you choose to listen to. Now, at the same time, yes, it's a struggle to be a bar, a restaurant, a cafe, a design studio, whatever it is on the street. But as these people that we've spoken to have said, there is life in the city. It's up to us to find it. And it's up to us to actually bring it back to life. Instead of talking shit about it, let's go do something about it. And it starts now. So again, social hub of the Southern Hemisphere, the coolest little capital needs to be back. So, I mean, people have spoken, hopefully it changes.